Audience. Okay. So, welcome to the Whelmed Podcast. Rachel and I are recording for the first time ever live in person
with an audience.
Woo!
Woo!
Of four of our favorite friends. Thank you guys for. You did sound very loud.
The acoustics are very supportive.
Yeah. So, the Whelmed Podcast, we'll give a quick bio since one of you's never listened to it. Because 4 people here have already been on the podcast. But like Rachel and I oftentimes send each other memes and Instagram posts in the middle of the night about snarky shit that's pissing us off. Mm-hmm. And I was like, God, we can't be the only people that do this.
And maybe people want to listen to our shit?
Maybe people want to listen to our shit. Turns out we have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Why are you looking at it like you have notes? You're not reading
I have notes. Okay. These are the notes. This is the agenda.
So I think we should give some background though for context.
Okay.
We are currently at a industry conference and trade show. And so it's largely a local regional show. So many people are from the area. However, us and our esteemed audience are all folks who traveled to be here like ourselves.
Yes.
And so we came to this show, and what we did is we put up a wall of whelm and asked people to, grab a sticky note and put up on the wall anything that might be whelming them at the moment, whether that's overwhelm, underwhelm, maybe you're just meh. And so that's kind of our fodder for our conversation today is
yes,
what feedback we got on what is whelming people while at this conference.
Yeah. So you, when we travel, are often overwhelmed by travel. How are you feeling being away from the family?
I'm good right now, but travel is an interesting thing, particularly when you're juggling life, work, family, all the things. And so it's interesting. I love the travel and almost the ritual of it, like the packing and the like just the whole process of it. And I enjoy going to different places, experiencing different things. At a conference like this, getting to see all kinds of friendly faces that may live near or far. But getting to see people, I really enjoy that part. But then there's also the struggle of, okay, you had to leave home. You're hoping everything's staying on the rails. You've still got the bills to pay, the doctors to call back, like all the things that still keep going.
Yeah.
And so it can be stressful.
Do you think it's staying on the rails?
I think it's staying on the rails. I mean, is my hair on fire?
All my children went to school this morning, so I feel like that is a win.
That's a win. That's a win.
The husband has not called, so that's good. Actually, he did call yesterday, but
then there's the frustrations of travel of we've all had the lost bag or the delayed flights and just the stress of those unknowns that pop up when you're traveling. That's horrible.
What about your event at DIA on Tuesday?
I had an event. It was 6:00 in the freaking morning. And I parked at the airport, as one does. You park your car, and then you have to walk from said car to the airport.
And at DIA, it's 8 miles.
Solid 8 mile. This freaking lady, I'm crossing one of the drive lanes, and you look both ways like you were taught. And there's a car way down yonder, and I'm like, I'm good. And I start to walk across. The fucking lady, sorry, cursing. I was pissed. I don't deal well with confrontation. I'm my pulse is pumping right now, even talking about it. She floors it towards me like she's gonna hit me. Rolls down her window and is like, "It's not a fucking crosswalk," and starts yelling at me and accosting me. And I'm like, "Okay, you have a great day." And then she just starts going at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Since when do pedestrians not have a right-of-way in a parking lot? And where is there a crosswalk in a parking lot?
I like your responses. I hope you have a great day. It's so nice. You should have been meaner.
I know. In hindsight, as I then stood in the TSA line, I kept thinking if I saw her again, what I would say. I would never say anything. I'm not brave enough for that. I don't like confrontation. But I did have thoughts. Lots of thoughts.
Sorry. That's funny.
How do you deal with travel? You travel a lot.
I do travel a lot. I don't know. I have a lounge pass. That's how I deal with travel. That was a thing that I was like, we have to have lounge passes. Lately, I've been traveling with my husband, so he's my pack mule. He just carries all the shit.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, and then I just like follow along like a baby bunny. Because I don't want like you're here. I don't need to think.
I think the other thing about travel, particularly work travel, I have a whole backlog of shows
Oh yeah.
that I don't watch at home, that my partner doesn't want to watch with me. And it's like, it's kind of my secret, like, I need a trip so I can catch up on my show.
What is in your backlog?
Oh, it's bad. It's not good.
Oh, it's just like
I don't know if
garbage.
I want to share. Yeah, it's My Life with the Walter Boys.
Okay, someone told me I should watch that.
I know, it's very teenage,
there's,
like
like-
Dawson's Creek, but I'm into
Yeah,
it.
this lady was like, "There's a redhead, and she has a whole bunch of male children," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, I like her. She's good.
Yeah, she's
Um,
Donna from
Yes,
Suits.
I know, she's great. I love Donna. And then Sullivan's Crossing, which is bad, not good acting, but I don't know why I'm into it, but I'm into it. So it's like the chick
Chad
flick
Michael-
shows.
Chad
Yes,
Michael
Chad
Murray's
Michael
in that
Murray.
one?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that, though.
Yeah. So all of you gentlemen, tune in. It's great. But they're like the chick flick shows that my husband humors me fairly well, but some of those he's just like hard pass. You can watch that some other time. So those are like my travel shows.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And I carry my Kindle and I never read it.
Oh, well, yeah. So I'm
It's in my
like,
suitcase as we speak.
I'm like, I drove here, so I didn't get my normal 4 hours of airplane reading, so that sucks. So normally I can pack out, kill a couple books, but yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
listening to podcasts.
Tune in to podcasts. They're great.
There's so many podcasts. All right, I'm gonna go on with our little sticky notes.
All right, what else is from our whelmed wall?
I like this one because it says juggling multiple careers, but not actual career. Like I feel like we juggle multiple careers, but we maybe don't get paid for some of the other careers. That's
True.
That's why I pulled it because I was like, there's a lot of
Expand on those thoughts.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm the CEO of the Stecker household. So
Valid.
That's an unpaid volunteer position.
Unpaid, but very necessary.
Very necessary. I'm also the chief medical officer. And Scott said, after listening to one of our podcasts about how I declare I know nothing about our house finances, that I need to start learning about our house finances. I was like, no, that's your job.
But do I really?
Do I really? Are we going to be able to retire? That's the only question I need answered.
Questionable.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we juggle. You guys juggle. I mean, anyone juggles multiple careers in theory. But not, I guess career implies you're being paid for the labor.
Multiple careers sounds like my head would just.
Like, I want to ask this person, like, is this one of these a side hustle?
Right. And then what defines a side hustle? I mean, we're doing this. This is an
This is
unpaid
a
venture
unpaid
of a
side hustle.
Side hustle, I guess. Which is not a very lucrative one.
No.
I don't know. And then there's volunteer work. I do the teaching stuff.
Yeah.
At least that's a paid
Do you still do the
thing.
teaching stuff? I thought you
Yeah.
handed it off to that guy.
Well, I handed off the full semester, but now I do this short course, like 4-day intensive.
Oh,
it's a
at-
great trade-off.
At RMLA.
Yeah, but it's still like you got to be ready for a solid 4 days of doing the thing.
Do you stay in Boulder when you do that?
No, I drive home. It's a
Oh.
20-minute drive.
Oh, that's right. You live up there. I don't know. Those are your side hustles, volunteering and teaching?
Yeah, am I supposed to have others?
I don't know. You've been... You're not doing enough,
What
Rachel.
more do I need to say yes to?
No, you can't say yes.
I'm practicing saying no.
How's that going?
Oh, it's not great. But
You were bad at
I-
saying no.
I legit said no to something the other day.
What did you say no to?
Oh, I don't know if I want that publicly. No, so because then I feel the guilt if I should have said yes.
What you don't notice when we have the podcast recorded, I have to cut out the me badgering her to answer the question. It's You sound way more willing to share on the podcast because I cut out this 5 minutes of please
I know.
tell me the answer.
I
to
know.
my
Now
question.
I feel like it's just out there. No, I was asked to be on the LC review committee.
Oh, for sure
to
say no
redo
to that.
I know, but at the same time, I badmouth it because I'm like, I don't think it's worth the weight of the piece of paper. I didn't say that out loud, did I? But then so I'm like, well, then I should do something to help make the change. But then I was like, I don't have time for one more.
That's a
thing.
good no.
So it sat in my inbox. I stared at it for 2 weeks, and then I said no.
Oh, that's hard for you.
Growth.
Is growth.
Growth. 2 letters.
Yay! Growth. Yay! Thank you, 6 people in the audience for clapping for Rachel. Okay, you wrote this, AJ. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
I think
that's like my favorite one on the board.
Because it's so much. Why do I have to run a full-time restaurant serving 3 of the most rudest customers in the entire world? I ask him, I'm like, hey, Ari, what do you want for dinner tonight? And he just looks me in the eye and he's like, nothing you make here. I was like, okay.
I know.
You're such an asshole. A 6-year-old asshole.
6-year-old asshole that I love.
He's very cute, and he's lucky he's cute because he's a hellion.
I think the first time it was like the light bulb for me. Have you seen the Big Time Adulting lady on
I like her.
social media stuff? She did one of her things on like, what is for dinner every freaking night?
Every night.
The single worst part of adulting.
The worst part
is figuring out what to eat for dinner every day and having to feed the people that live in your house.
Why can't they feed themselves?
I don't know. And meal planning is the worst. I can't meal plan. It's like the single downfall.
I don't meal plan. I
do HelloFresh. Like, send me the box of the things and I will cook it.
Because I cannot. Or we just go get Larry's Pizza every Tuesday.
It's really unfortunate that there's a Wendy's like half mile from the house.
It's not good.
At least it's not McDonald's or like at least it's that
I don't know that Wendy's is better than McDonald's because it's chicken.
I know, I eat the chicken.
It's still
slightly better.
Fried.
It's just so not better. But we eat at Wendy's a frighteningly large amount of time.
I don't know. And then like on the weekends, you have to do lunch.
Oh.
I'm like, Scott was getting up every morning and making the kids eggs and meat because otherwise they're just eating sugar. And then like he'll randomly just be like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. And like kids are like, well, what are we gonna have for breakfast? And I gotta make eggs and meat. I'm like, you have to, once you're in, you have to be in, babe. You can't just stop.
I mean, you could start to force them to do the thing.
They make their own breakfast. They make oatmeal.
Oatmeal's a good start.
And then Banks the other day had 2 pieces of toast, but you couldn't see the toast because he had covered it by like such thick slabs of butter.
So proving that he very much
I was like, yes,
is yours.
That is a good move there, buddy. So I'm
is butter like a food group?
Yeah.
Okay.
We always have like 20 sticks of butter, and if we have like less than 4, I have a legit panic attack and have to go buy more butter. My sister was really upset the other day. She was traveling to a wedding, and it was the first time they left the baby. Before she left the house, my mom made her sign some document that said, if you die, Mom and Dad get Ellie. She was just like, ah. And I was like, well, you should have a will. And then second, you should never sign anything my mother gives you. Like, where's your attorney? So she's having a meltdown at DIA. And I was like, Alex, just go eat some butter. And she responds back, I already have. And I was like, yep, okay.
Butter. Okay.
So good. What's for dinner? Butter.
What's for dinner? Butter.
Our dog's name is Butters. But not because he looks like Butters, because he's named after the South Park character. Nobody in Arkansas has ever heard of or seen South Park, so they think we've named him after Butter. Which is really funny.
Classic.
Butter looks like butter. He's the same color.
Butter is an abuser.
Yes, look at this bruise. I dropped him off at doggy daycare and he was so excited to see the lady behind the desk. He yanked me into the countertop. And then I was getting dressed and I was like, oh my God, this is probably the biggest bruise I've ever had.
I know. When I saw you, I was like, who beat you?
The counter. I lost it. My
Counter.
85-pound golden retriever got out of hand. Okay, this one is a good one. This person said, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of food and drink I can't have while pregnant. And she was very purposeful about hiding this in the stack. And I
Yes.
remember thinking, that's a very weird thing that you're doing. But then when I read it, I was like, oh, okay.
Solid.
That's overwhelming. Do you remember?
Oh, I do remember.
Oh my God. I used to microwave lunch meat.
I had hot dogs all the time, and it was a big no-no.
then
But
they
it was like
told-
the one thing that sounded good.
And
was
then
a hot dog.
Didn't they tell us you could eat at Subway?
Yes, you could eat at Subway.
And I'm like, it's still
But you
lunch meat?
couldn't eat lunch meat, but you could eat Subway. And I'm like, then what is Subway's meat?
Why was Subway better?
I don't know, but I did have a decent amount of Subway.
And then I always wanted sushi, and they're like, you can't have sushi. And I'm like, I bet people in Japan eat sushi while they're pregnant. And my gynecologist was
Yeah.
like, please stop.
Cheese is what freaked me out because
Un-
one cannot live without cheese.
Well, you just can't eat unpasteurized cheese.
I know, but
'cause
you
get
don't know the
listeria.
difference. When there's cheese on a dish, you don't know if it was pasteurized or unpasteurized. It's just cheese.
Most cheese is pasteurized.
It's a whole thing.
Unless
cheese
you're buying
was
it
very
from
stressful.
Trader Joe's. Because they sell unpasteurized cheese at
No.
Trader Joe's.
Cheese was stressful.
Like, why are we not pasteurizing things?
And then my gyno said, drink the glass of wine.
Yeah.
She's like, drinking the glass of wine is less stressful for you than not drinking it and carrying the stress. Have the glass of wine.
Being stressed. Well, it was weird because we had the same gyno, and I was like, we were getting different
I don't know. I think I had like 2 glasses of wine while pregnant.
while
but
you were pregnant. I would make Scott order stuff and then be like, I'm gonna drink this, and make eye contact with snobby women on other tables while I did. I'm like, you go ahead and judge me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel for this gal who's probably in the
I think-
throes of. She didn't look pregnant, so she's in the I can't tell anybody. I probably feel like crap phase.
So taking it beyond just pregnancy though, but like getting older and like having to watch what you eat and the whole like
There's a whole thing.
you should eat 100 grams of protein a day.
I
What
have been trying to eat 100 grams of protein. I was cramming it in, and I can get 60 in, and that's like a protein shake, just meat, like
just meat, just a plate of meat.
just a plate of meat. I was like, okay, I'll have a protein shake, and then I'll eat some salami.
But then make sure you're getting your vegetables and your fruit and your fiber and your
And I
all the
don't
other
eat enough
things.
fiber.
And
How much fiber are we supposed to be eating?
I don't know, like a crap ton probably.
And then
Sounds right. Yeah.
way more than we are. Like, I could not get more protein in my body if I had an IV. Like, it's just like 100 grams of protein is a lot of protein.
It's a lot of protein.
We're gonna like turn
And I don't
70
like
and there's
it
gonna be
that
some
well.
brain disease brought on by trying to eat too much protein or some shit.
Yeah. But it's a struggle. And like I don't do well with breakfast. Actually, I do okay with breakfast. Lunch is really, really hard.
Like eating lunch or
Like a healthy lunch, like having a decent lunch.
oh,
Like either because I can't take the time. Can't isn't the right word. Can't is not a good word.
You don't.
I don't
take, the
take
time.
enough time to like step away from the office and the desk to actually like get a real meal
or like bring a real meal.
or bring a real meal.
Well, does your office culture? Okay, so
So
when we
our
were at
office currently
RNL,
has one microwave for 500 people, and I'm about to like murder someone in the
because when
break
we were
room because you can't even like heat your lunch because there's no room.
when we were at RNL, there was such a good culture about like stopping. People would be like, "I'm headed out here for lunch," and groups of
Oh,
people
yeah.
would go. Do they
Yeah.
do that still at Stantup?
No.
And then I moved to my other job, and there was like, heads down, work at your desk, eat your lunch at your desk. Like, it's such a weird thing. Like, why can't we step away for lunch?
I don't know. It's something I'm very bad about. I don't. My husband, when he was still working as an architect, he was the like, I am taking a solid hour. I don't care what deadlines I have. I am taking an hour. I am leaving the building. I'm having lunch and I'm going to go walk until my hour is done and then I will be back. And there's a part of me that was always like, how do you do that? But the other part
he
is
was
that's probably much healthier.
Older white man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But also, like, he probably wasn't asking permission. You could do it. Try it tomorrow at work. I even work for myself, and I don't even get up during the day. And the dog is like laying on my lap.
Your boss is so mean.
No. I gotta try to like. Well, it's also the temperature of the sun outside in Arkansas, so it's like I'm not gonna go outside. But I should walk the dog in the middle of the day.
Yeah, or I don't know. I feel like I either walk the dog in the morning, midday, or afternoon. It's seasonal. It's a seasonal thing. Like in the summer, I go in the morning. In the fall and like shoulder months, I feel like I go in the afternoon, and then in the winter, you got to go midday. Otherwise, it's not happening.
We have to walk him in the morning and at night so he can go to the bathroom because I can't put him in the backyard because there's snakes.
Ew.
And shit he eats. So I'm like, all right, you can't go in the backyard. But it's good. Gets me out. But now I've trained Grant to walk the dog, which he doesn't like, but he walks him, and that's very helpful.
All right, so I think we've covered the joys of food.
The joys of food. All right. What else do we have on here? We're just going to have to go off script. This one says you want it when. It kind of looks like your handwriting, but I don't think it's your handwriting.
What? You have to say that again.
Is this your handwriting?
No, it is not my handwriting. That is not my note. But I like this one.
I like it. Well, obviously, from a work standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. But from a life standpoint, there's like school.
There's all kinds of school crap. I can't keep up on the school emails. You want it when? Like, so the idea of deadlines, whether they're work related or whether it's the like, okay, I have to call the doctor, I have to pay the bills, I have to go to the grocery store, I have to like. It's still like you have this running tab of things you have to get done by a certain time, whether it's a deadline or just self-imposed life crap.
Right. Like we have to switch Ari's medication over because he was not tolerating the once a week shot. He was screaming like a wild banshee. And I was like, I'm not going to do this once a week. You're going to have trauma. And so he wants to go back to the one a day one. And now I had to call the pharmacy, the nurse, the doctor, insurance. Right. I'm like, this is a full-time job trying to manage this. And then like, I have to make Scott doctor's appointments. And he'll call me and be like, I need you to move this doctor's appointment. I'm like, you could have made this phone call to the doctor. Like, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the what you want it when thing just because I feel like I always have that running checklist of things. And on the one hand, work deadlines are almost the easier part of it. They're a given that you know, and it's like
they're contained.
They're variables, and we all complain about them from a work standpoint. But
because if you don't call the doctor, you can just call the doctor tomorrow. Like it's not like it's due at noon on Thursday. But I don't know, the like constant. It's like kind of this, but also like the ticker tape of like.
Yes, the ticker tape.
New York Times ticker tape of what's the rolling thing. And like because we've been traveling so much, I feel like there's just piles of stuff on my desk that needs to be handled that are not work related. Like and I forgot until a mom texted me this morning that we're throwing Banks a birthday party on Saturday. I was like, shit. Didn't he already have a birthday? It was like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm like, well, crap.
Sorry, kids, if you ever listen, your mom does love you. She just doesn't want to throw you a birthday party.
I hate birthday parties. They're the worst. Yeah. And like Grant's birthday's in June and everybody's always out of town and he's crushed because we invite everybody and this is June 30th. So everyone's gone for 4th of July and he's just so sad. And he's an odd little guy. So he only has like 3 friends to begin with. And I'm like, ugh. And then Banks is like, I don't know. Like, he's probably the popular kid. He's so weird. I'm like, I don't know where you came from because I certainly was not ever popular. But his birthday's in school. So everyone's around and available. So there's like 12 kids coming to his birthday party. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Grant's going to be so crushed.
Yeah. So you have just a few things on the deadline to-do list.
The deadline to-do list. And then my sister-in-law gets in tonight at 10 p.m. from New Zealand. Which is great, but then I got 4 people that
host.
Well, they're not at my house; they're at Gugu's house, but still, I will want to see them. And we're going to see Nate Bargatze on Sunday.
Oh, that'll be fun. I want to go see him.
He is so funny. So I'm excited about that.
That's a like fill your bucket kind of
Yeah. 'Cause
recharge thing.
I feel like we don't see enough comedy, and I feel like it's a good thing to go. That was actually where Scott and I. Well, we didn't go see Nate Bargatze. Our first date was a comedy. What's the comedy club?
Comedy Works.
Comedy Works in downtown Denver. So I'm excited. Hopefully Nate Bargatze is good. Scott's just been watching reels of his old shows.
See, I always wonder about that though. If you watch all the old shows, are you going to go see them live and it's just like the same stuff on repeat?
One would assume that it's like a new.
I assume it's
set,
new, but
right?
I don't know. I haven't like followed comedians enough to know how all that works.
He is very funny though.
He is very funny. He did the Emmys.
He did the Emmys?
Yeah.
I don't watch those things.
I watched a little bit of it because he's funny. He's good.
Was it good? I feel like whoever hosts the Emmys and the Oscars is like, everybody hates them. Like, everybody hates the hosts of all those shows.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Does everybody hate hosts? Do they hate us?
I'm sure they do, but I don't care.
Okay. Our audience of like 4 people.
Nobody. I'm sure there are plenty of people who hate me. Like, that can't be something I own. I can't own that. That's your problem. If you don't like me, I can't take that from you.
Valid.
But I bet. Valid. Would that drive you crazy if you knew like Susie didn't like you?
No. So long as it's not the lady in the parking lot at DIA.
She does not like you. She's probably still fuming.
I'm still fuming.
All right. What would you have said now that you've had 72 hours to ruminate?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like confrontation, so I wouldn't. I would
know.
just say, I hope you have a really fucking great day. In a very mean, mad tone.
I can just see you. Like, I'm surprised you didn't have a heart attack.
I kind of think I may have.
So anti-confrontation.
I know.
This is probably good for you. Get your blood going a little bit. I don't know
about that.
I think you should have said, that shirt makes you look fat. Just because it's extremely mean, but also because then it'll sit in her brain.
Sticks with you all day.
Ever.
You'll never wear
It's so out of left field. It's very mean. You're
like
much
that.
Nicer.
That's a good comeback. I like that.
Because I don't know what you say. Because like that person clearly unhinged. She's ready to throw down and fight.
At 6 a.m. in the airport parking lot.
The DAA parking lot is extremely stressful. Yes. So one thing that's nice about Little Rock Airport is all the parking spaces have occupancy sensors.
Oh,
so you can very clearly see where a spot is open. I'm like, why does every lot not have this?
Yeah.
Because then you're running late and you're driving down. I mean, like I've almost missed flights at DIA because you can't find a fucking parking space.
It's bad.
My dad once couldn't find a parking space, went and parked his car in the temporary parking, called my mom from the security line to come pick up the car. She was like, are you fucking kidding me? His dad was like, or it's going to get towed, Laura. What do you want to do? I was like,
don't park there.
I'm like, you have a lot of gall, Dad. And then I'm like, I see why you did that because I have been late and been like, what am I going to do with my car?
I know. I've had that issue there too. It's bad.
Then I had a boss who told me I shouldn't be parking in the parking garage. I should park at like Pikes Peak or outside lot.
Oh.
And I was like, let's walk through how flying goes for a woman traveling by herself. When you arrive at DIA, it's dark.
Yeah.
And I got to walk through a dark, creepy parking lot. No, I'm parking in the parking lot.
The tunnel is the creepy part.
That weird tunnel under the road?
Yes. I actually did that this trip. I'm parked in the outlot because it's easier than trying to find a spot in the garage.
It's so sketchy. I was like, you don't understand. Like, I want to be in a well-lit area near the door.
Lighting matters.
Lighting does matter, people. It's important. It saves lives.
Okay, what's next from our whelmed wall? Wall of whelm.
Well, I think we gotta talk about this. Saying no without feeling guilty. You're terrible at it. We know this.
Yes,
I am very good at saying no without. I am very good at blowing shit up in my own life. Apparently, that's a recent development.
What does that mean?
Well, like we moved. I quit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in my I don't give a fuck era. Does it happen when you turn 40? I don't know.
I don't
right?
know. I think I'll be
feel
lucky if I hit that era by the time I'm like 60 or 70.
You're a gentle soul.
It's a problem sometimes. I have a lot of guilt when I say no.
Why?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
think? Like someone's gonna like call you to task on it? They're gonna be like,
I don't
shame on
know.
you, Rachel, for
It's this self-imposed thing that I can't let go of. I don't know.
you need to go to therapy.
Probably.
I don't. I feel like you should know that. Self-imposed guilt.
It is. Like, there's another upcoming conference that
You should feel bad for not going to that because I am gonna go and my wing person. I had to bring my husband because you're not gonna be
I
there.
am sorry your wing person will not be there. But it's the whole, I love the phrase of when you say yes to something, you're saying no to some other part of your life.
Yes.
And I love going to that conference, just
Right.
like I love being at this one. And I really want to go, but it's my kids' fall break. And the freaking kids grow up in the blink of a freaking eye. You only get so many spring breaks and like fall breaks. And as a family, we've prioritized travel and adventure and wanting to take advantage of that time. And so that conference coincides with fall break. And so we're going to go take a family adventure and go do things. But then I'm like, I feel this guilt of like, but I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
Where
But it's to say yes to one thing, no to another. And like, what's more important in your life?
And it's very good that you and Adam have decided to what's important for your family and you're sticking to it. I mean, that's a tough thing to do because there's a lot of outside influences. Like me telling you that you should feel bad for coming. Like you should tell me
I said
to shut
no,
up.
and you're telling me not to feel
You
bad
should
about
tell
it,
me
but
to
you're
shut
telling
up.
me to feel bad about it.
So where are you going? Are your tags sticking out?
Oh.
Where
Thanks,
are you going?
Mom.
It better be somewhere great.
We don't know where we're going yet because my husband does not plan. I am a planner. He is not a planner.
Tucson. I heard the
Fabulous
weather in Tucson
idea,
in October is
Tucson.
great.
Great idea. I don't know.
Does
We might go to New York City.
No.
We may go to Belize.
Yes. Costa Rica. Have you been to Costa Rica?
No, it's on my list.
Your
We need to go.
Belize house thing, I think you should try Costa Rica. Because okay, so when we got married, Scott's psychotic uncle gave us a gift of a trip to Costa Rica, which he proceeded to come with.
Oh.
And I was like, what the actual
No.
fuck? And he's a horrible human.
Is this like the creepy uncle?
The creepy uncle who's he told Scott that he shouldn't have married me.
Oh.
I was like, oh, sweetie. And then Scott, we obviously haven't talked to him since then. But anyway, so we go to Costa Rica with Scott's uncle, Pete, I'll clarify because he has another uncle who's great. And we get there and Pete has reserved a car and 3 of the 4 tires match on this little 1980s RAV4. The fourth tire is like the spare tire. And so we get there and I'm like, all right, where are we?
Fourth tire? Oh, it's the spare.
Yeah, like they had taken off.
I thought you meant it wasn't on and we're talking like a 3-wheeled vehicle here.
4-wheeled vehicle, but one of the tires is not correct.
Okay.
So we get there and I'm like, all right, where are we going? And Pete is like, oh no, I left the address, phone number, and directions to this place that is 2.5 hours away in the truck at DIA. I was like, I'm sorry, what? And this was in 2011, right? So it's not like we had great international cell phone service. So I pull out my Rick Steves guide to Costa Rica, and there's like a hand-drawn map, and on this map, all the lines are the same line weight. And I was like, all right, well, this straight line looks like it'll be the fastest way to get to wherever we're going. So we follow that line for 9 hours. At one point, it's like 10 p.m., it's pitch black. We're just driving through a field. Like there were no streets. We stopped at a bar to ask for directions. They had never met an American. They didn't speak any English. I was like, at one point I told Scott, I was like, if they try to abduct us, I'm giving them Pete. Like, I'm just gonna be like, here, take this man. He's yours for free.
So wait, how does this story get into you telling me I should go to Costa
My
Rica?
overall impression of the country being lost in the backwoods was that it is very safe.
So you didn't have to sacrifice Pete.
I wanted to. I was really actually hoping we had some guerrilla warfare, but no, he made it safely home. But it felt very safe. The people were very friendly. I also always feel safe because my husband's large. Like
No
he's
one
a
wants to
giant
mess with
6'6" man, and Pete is also 6'4". Like it's not like
And Scott is a man of no words. Not few words, but no
Few
words.
words, no words. He does speak a little Spanish.
You
it
know,
turns out.
if you go to say hi to Scott, you might just get a
Hey,
little head nod and, hope it's a good sign.
he does that to my mom, and it drives her crazy. She's like, Scott hates me. I'm like, Mom, he doesn't hate you. He's just a boy, and they don't talk. Mine does not. I'm like, he'll go golfing, and I'm like, oh, how's so-and-so's wife? What happened with this? What about that? And he's like, we didn't talk about that. I'm like, what do you talk about in the golf cart for 5 hours?
Golf.
I don't think they talk at all. I don't know. So now I'm just like, well, when we go golfing, I'm just bring my Kindle and ride it and look around it. But yeah, Costa Rica was lovely. So we stayed like down by Manuel Antonio, which is like a rainforest park. But you could go west of San Jose, or whatever the main city is, but there's a volcano, and it's super nice. And Darcy,
It's on the list.
Darcy goes there all the time, and I
Yes.
just felt very safe, which is weird
That's
because
good.
I have been in countries where I'm like, this is not a good place to be. So Costa Rica was lovely, and
That is
they
good.
have monkeys and they had sloths.
Sloths?
Have you ever seen a sloth in person?
Yeah. Well, at the zoo.
No, I saw one in a tree, and I was like, I understand why. Who's that actress married to Dax Shepard?
Oh, Kristen
Bell. And she had that
I
total
love them.
meltdown about the sloth. I was like, I completely understand this. They're so adorable. If you haven't seen the video, you should go watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go Google
He
this.
like knows she loves sloths, and then for her birthday, he has like someone bring a sloth. And
You can do that?
cannot even go in the room with the sloth. She's like in tears about how excited she is to see the sloth. I'm just like, I wish I loved anything as much as you love this sloth. So
All right. So sloths in Costa Rica.
they're very cute.
So anyway, yes, I struggle with the guilt of saying no, but
Yeah, I think that's valid.
and you're in your
I mean, I don't give a
light
fuck
shit
face.
on fire
I also
face.
don't travel with my children, which is different because you travel with your child.
I have one.
Yeah, you
and
have the
she's a
one.
girl.
Yes, her brain is more fully formed than mine will ever be. My children's will ever be. We are going to Orlando for Thanksgiving.
Disney?
Oh my God, no. Okay, so I looked up. I was like, we should go to Disney. We should go to Harry Potter Land.
You might need another mortgage.
And it was so expensive. I was like, how do people that go to Disney once a year afford this? Like, I was like, and then like they opened that Epic Park because I have boys, right? They don't want to see a princess. They don't care. Well, yeah. So then there's also like the new Marvel theme park, right? And I was like, my kids would love this, and that's sold out till January.
Oh.
So then I was like, well, we could go see Disney and we could do Harry Potter. Like we could do this whole thing. And then I was like, or we could buy a $30 each ticket to Gatorland. And Scott was like, what the fuck is Gatorland? I'm like, I don't know. It looks like you stand
It's
on a
what
bridge
it sounds like.
and look at alligators. So we've settled on Legoland, which was reasonably in the middle. My children, you know what? They'll probably hate it and complain the whole time.
Really?
Because that's what they do. It's like they don't know they're going yet because I don't want to tell them because then I think they get too excited.
Yeah.
And they build it up and then it never lives up to their expectations and then they don't know how to process that and then they're just little assholes. So it's like if I don't tell them and we just show up, maybe it'll go better. Like that's Christmas, right?
It's true.
Because they're like, oh, and I'm like, I know Christmas is really disappointing. The
Yeah.
part of Christmas we like is the 20 days before Christmas Eve.
So we did a whole Disney thing like a year and a half ago.
Did you go to the World
In
Land
Cruise, Florida, Orlando,
World?
I freaking grew up there in part. I should know that. Whatever. Orlando one, and we told her like 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So
she love
enough
it?
time to have excitement, but not melt down over it. And then, as we were getting ready to go, talk about being overwhelmed by things. You spend all this money, you pay all this, the forecast comes up 4 days of solid rain.
No.
And it was like, okay, pack ponchos, buy rain gear, do all the things. It was spectacular.
Because nobody was there?
Because nobody was there.
Oh, I didn't
We
think about
got to
that. That's
ride
nice.
all the rides like multiple times. We put in like 16-hour day. I just wore sandals so that water would run. It was like prunes.
Was it actively
Like,
raining?
Oh yeah, it was just a constant like
Drizzle?
heavier than a drizzle.
Oh.
But like the rides were all still running. And it was actually like the best. Like I would have hated it if the sun was out and then you're standing in lines and it's hot and you don't get to do as much and then the kids melting down. Like it was actually perfect.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah.
So I wish you much rain.
At Legoland. Well, that's the other thing is like Scott really wanted to go and I'm like, you don't like standing in line. Like
Who does?
No, this man will like if we
Rage? Does he rage bait?
He lines rage bait, Scott. We went to the beer fest. Remember when it used to happen in the convention center?
That's the Great American
Beer Festival.
Yeah.
And we show up at the doors of the convention center and there's a line. And then we realize that the doors are here and the end of the line is here and it wraps the entire way around the convention center. And I was like, I had to try very hard to get these tickets. And Scott's like, I don't care. We're not going in. I was like, yes, we are. Like, this was a gift for you. And he was like, I am not standing in this line. And like, we had a huge fight about it. He stood in the line and he was very displeased. He does not like lines. I was like, you need to get over this line thing. Like, most of life is standing in a line.
DMV?
The DMV in Arkansas is a beautiful place because there's 2 people there. They're happy. If you know when the Razorbacks are playing, they're your best friend. I have to like look up sports things so I have fodder.
I feel like you should be like the postcard for Arkansas is great.
I don't want anybody else to move there.
Hold on to your little paradise.
Stay in Texas. Because that's what people ruin things. More people will ruin things.
Yes.
But I went to the DMV when we moved, and then I was doing something like 4 weeks later, and I realized they had spelled my last name wrong on my ID, and I was like, well, I probably should have realized
Small
this.
detail?
Whoops. They put an E where one would think an E goes. And so I like walk back in, and they're like, oh, yeah, do you want to take a new picture? And I was like, yeah, I do, because I look like a gremlin in this one. And so she like let me take a couple of pictures and then pick which one I wanted, printed me a new ID and sent me on my way. I was like, what is going on here?
You saw my new ID picture.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
think I showed it. It was so bad.
Wait, you showed it to me recently and then did I cackle?
Oh, I think you cackled.
I think I do remember
I sent you the
Wait, did
text
you look
picture.
like a murderer?
No. So the lady, you walk up there and she's like, says all the things. She's like, chin up, chin down, eyes wide, smile. I'm like, what the hell? It's horrible. I'm like, do your job better.
They might as well like flash like a scary clown.
I was all prepared. And then she gives me all these instructions, and it's horrible. Now I have to live with it for like 10 years.
Are you not supposed to smile in them though?
I didn't think so, but she told me to smile.
Like, I don't think you're supposed to smile in passport photos.
No, I don't think you can in passport photos.
But I've definitely smiled in my passport photo.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know now that I think about it. And also, there's another thing on the list. My children's passports are about to expire.
Oh, I know. I have to go do that.
I'm like, I gotta go get them.
It's on the, what was the one we were doing about you need it when? Like,
yeah,
I gotta get a passport appointment in the next 2 weeks. Seriously?
Online?
They said like 18 weeks, blah, blah, blah. If your kids have a 10-year passport.
Oh,
They
you
have
can't
the
do it.
5-year passport.
Kids under 16 have to go in person. You can't do.
And you have to do
I
it
know.
every 5 years because their faces change so much.
Those
And I don't
darn
want to get
kids.
Ari a new passport because his passport picture is the cutest picture in the entire world. Like his little face. I'm just like, oh. But I got to do that because, we might need to leave the country at some point. I'm
That
also
sounds
trying-
questionable.
I'm also trying to get them their Italian passports, which is turning out to be a giant pain in the ass.
I know. When are you going to buy your Italian villa so we can
I
come
can't.
live with
the,
you?
The Italian government's just taking a nap. They don't give a fuck. They don't.
They're
I'm
on
like,
siesta?
I don't know, whatever it is in Italian. Siesta is a Spanish word.
It's-
I don't
it's the
think
same
they do
thing.
that. I think they,
Yeah, they
just
do.
are slow.
Well, they do take siestas. I did
I
a
don't
study
know.
abroad there, like
100
decades
years
ago.
they take siestas. They
maybe
like
not 100.
sent the citizen application to the tiny town my great grandmother was from that like probably has 11 alive people in it. And I'm like, this was in April. Like, what is taking? We submitted for our passports for our citizenship in 2021. It's now 2025.
Progress.
Progress. I would like that to be happening, and then I got to figure out how to convince Scott to move to Italy.
No objections.
Well, the objection is, what does one do for work?
And speaking the language. could be a
And
problem.
speaking the language. And he wouldn't be able. He's not a citizen. He doesn't get citizenship. He'd have to take the language test.
Oh, I thought he did because he was married to you.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay. He's not that special.
he's not special. But my boys are.
Got it.
So, maybe by the time they're 40, I'll have their passports.
So passports are overwhelming.
Passports are really overwhelming.
Travel
the
is
fact that I need
overwhelming.
to do that. There's
All the
something
things
else.
are overwhelming.
Banks's birthday party, which I have to go home and
Right.
we're just doing laser tag at the loudest place in the entire world. It's like bright lights and loud noises, and I'm just like, I can't. But he wants to go there.
Yeah.
That's where kids go.
That's the way it goes.
Does anyone have any questions? All three of you. This is just what the podcast
This is what we do, and it's entertaining to us and probably no one else.
I like it. I like it. All right.
So I think
I think that's it.
that's about it for today.
That's it.
We've talked about our whelm. We had some wonderful input from our whelmed wall.
I know.
So
I like.
we
You
will,
had a really good idea. That was
we
your
will
idea.
share some of that out on social and with some images because it was really, it's one of those, I think it brings people together just to see that you're not alone in the things that overwhelm you. And like, I can
Are-
go read this
Are
book.
also overwhelming for a lot of people. And I
Yeah.
think people were being very polite on the wall. I feel like
There was politeness,
if
but
we had brought it to a bar, there'd probably be other stuff on there.
I read most of those things and I'm like, yes. Thankfully,
like
I'm not alone.
my legit favorite one is menopause is up there, and then somebody
Yes.
just wrote this. I was like, yes, because that's just a whole 30 years of confusion for
Yes.
for half the population. So
Yes.
I do think I'm going to write a book about here. Give this to your husband, menopause book. Scott's Guide to Menopause.
There you go. Tune in next time for Scott's Guide.
Scott's hot menopause tip of the week. I should ask him. I'm going to ask him that. New segment on the podcast. He's not going to like this.
No, he's not going to like this.
He does not want to. We could have him on. You could interview him about menopause. I want Scott and Adam to be on this, but Adam will not do it.
No.
And then
Scott's
Scott would
a
just
few
be like,
words. Adam is maybe fewer.
I'm going to be Scott right now. He has a podcast.
I know. I want to listen to this because I can't imagine Scott podcasting.
It's nerdy.
All
All
right.
right. Rachel keeps showing me your watch.
Because there's another thing here.
Yes, it
So
looks like there's a ton of
There's
people ready
probably
to look
something
at
with
it.
more of an audience and more topical to
These
the
people are
conference
like,
we're
oh
at.
shoot, I got early there. Now I have to listen
Yeah.
to these unhinged women talk.
So thank you for joining us
Thank
on our
you.
episode of Whelmed. This new experience. And tune in next time.
And we're out.
We're up.